Welcome to my channel. My name is Alla, and here I'm talking about dominance and leadership from the feminine and devotion from the masculine, and also psychosexuality. And that's gonna be the topic of today, psychosexual power of a woman. But before I start, I would like to address men who flood my DM on Telegram after every video that I launch. I'm glad that you love my videos, but leaving a comment is enough. You don't need to send me a direct message because, after all, I'm a mean financial dominatrix and I don't respond without a tribute. I know life is unfair, but I don't talk to men for free. Thank you for understanding. So, psychosexual power. This is dominance. This is real dominance, but psychosexual power has nothing to do with explicit sexuality. Psychosexuality of a woman in particular, it's a felt presence. It's about embodied dominance, subtle control that undoes a man without touching him. The difference between sexuality and psychosexual power is that the first one is more of an effort and the other one is, well, let's say, inevitability. It's just often we perceive the word power, the whole concept of power, as something forceful, something like really active and more from the masculine perspective. But today we're gonna make a shift and we're gonna talk about it. I often use the term psychosexuality, and I think that most people confuse psychosexuality with kink, with sex, with any kind of games, adult games. Psychosexuality is not what you do, is what you are before you even speak. It's, well, let's say, this deep feminine frequency that saturates your whole presence. People can see it in your eyes, in your posture, even in the way you breathe. Because by the way you hold yourself, by the way you just stand or sit in the room, I, for example, can tell a lot. And those people who are maybe like not used to paying attention to such things, they still subconsciously, they will feel your presence and they will read what you are and how you are feeling right now, and which is very important. So that exists in your gaze and in your voice, in your posture, and in your stillness. So this is not something that you can perform. It's magnetically still, but it's not an act. This true psychosexual feminine power has a magnificent effect on man's nervous system because it bypasses the rational mind. It makes a man feel safe, but tested and aroused and humbled at the same time. He doesn't know why exactly he wants to serve you because it just enters his subconsciousness. It's already there. Psychosexuality is not about taking control. It's about creating the environment where he just gives it to you willingly. Now, of course, the main part. Let's talk about how to embody this power. So first of all, you have to speak less. I know, maybe you don't like what you hear right now. Maybe it will sound misogynistic to you. But women talk a lot. And there is a reason. Not only women, these are different people, and there are men who can also talk a lot. But from what I've seen, sometimes women want just to fill the silence. Also, by the way she speaks, you can understand what kind of issues are happening there. What exactly she's trying to hide, because sometimes a woman talks too much in order, well, to avoid the sort of realness. You know what I mean? Because when you just look into someone's eyes, when you just try to calm your breath, you can feel the real presence of the other person, and you also let them feel yours. When you speak slowly, you're not trying to distract the person from noticing who you truly are. You understand what I mean, right? But there are too many women who are constantly anxious about how they are perceived. Yeah, mostly about that. Women with people-pleasing tendencies. You can always hear it in the voice. Yeah, voice is very important. Slow down and probably don't talk that much. But when you do talk, you have to work on your voice, on the way it sounds and where it comes from. Because often when you have like a high-pitched voice, it's not only because your voice is just like that. Sometimes it's because you are nervous or neurotic, like it's constant neuroticism. It's lack of confidence. Or when there is like an opposite type of affect in your voice, yeah, you are trying to act confident, and that's why you just acquire this weird accent and the manner of speaking. Okay, so oh, and it's intentionally hi, you know, hi, how are you doing, hi. Speak from your belly, from your womb. You have to ground yourself before you talk. When you sit in front of the other person, yeah, for example, a man, it actually doesn't matter, man or woman, you're not arrogant, you're not entitled, but you're confident and you know your worth, you feel it, you embody it. You are holding so much worth that other people can feel it. Also, getting back to the eye contact, which is essential. You don't chase it, yeah, you don't do it like this. Allah said in her video that you should make an eye contact, so you still make it come to you. Being loud, being bossy, being like explicitly sexual or sexual on command, this is all external control. And internal command is when you are being felt, being still, being grounded, and also being a little bit unattainable. Also, one more thing that you have to remember is that you don't need to compete with men. Just remember that they're waiting for a woman to kneel too. Okay? You just needs to feel that it's the right woman. You don't demand devotion, you inspire devotion. Remember that this type of power that I'm describing, yeah, this woman's power, this is ancient, this is royal, this is timeless, and it lives in each of us. Men submit to such women not because she asks, it's because they can't help it. I hope you like this little video. Follow me on Instagram, on YouTube, on my Telegram channel, on X, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.